My name is Cesar Alaniz. I'm from Fontana, California. I'm an analyst for a utility company, and I enjoy shooting, obviously. I'm here. I enjoy racing cars, just for fun on the track days with my car, and I enjoy just spending time with my kids and my wife. Back in 1994, I worked for a bank, and in a year's time, we had two takeover robberies. Both of those robberies, I was held at gunpoint. And shortly after that, a couple years later, I was with a group of friends. We were at a Shakey's in the parking lot after we had enjoyed a dinner at Shakey's. And there was 11 of us, but two guys came up, held us at gunpoint, took our money. The more I thought about my life now and the safety of my family, I realized that I needed to get some kind of protection. Just about 5 months ago, I bought my first gun. It's a pistol, and then shortly after I bought a shotgun for home defense. And really the reason I did it was because I thought the more and more crime happening, just things happening around my neighborhood, I realized I need to be able to defend my family. If something were to happen, I have no way of defending my children down the hall from me. If it was just me by myself, I'd never had a problem. I lived in an apartment, I was okay. But now I had other people that were relying on me to defend them, to protect them. And you know, the police, yes, they're a phone call away, but they're also 5, 10, 15 minutes away, depending on where you live. I couldn't wait for that, and if something happened, I would hate to feel like I could have had a gun, I could have done something to protect my family, and I was helpless. So that's the reason I actually decided to get some training. Bought a gun, didn't know how to use it, decided to get some training and learn how to do that, and that's why I'm here. One of the things that I learned initially, I owned the handgun. I was afraid to load it. I had the gun in one place, all my ammo somewhere else, everything locked up, and realized that doesn't do me any good. If I need it, I can't get to everything in time, and it's just useless to have that. So with the training I've learned here, I've become much more confident with using a gun, handling a gun. I'm confident if the gun is loaded that I know how to be safe with that loaded gun, and if I need to use it, I can use it safely. I've learned how to, be able to confidently walk around. I actually have a concealed carry permit now that's good in most states. I'm from California, so I don't get to use it there. But when I'm outside of California, I get to conceal carry, and I feel very confident carrying the gun, knowing that at any moment I need to use it. I'm more than capable of doing what needs to get done. Sometimes I've had some friends ask me why I'm coming to do this. So I just tell my friends, look, if something happened, I'd rather have the tools that I need to defend my family, to protect my family, and know that I can use those efficiently, rather than just trust that my alarm is going to work, or my dog is going to, deter a burglar, or that the police are going to be strolling in the neighborhood when it happens, and they'll just be right at my door within seconds. I'd rather have that ability to know that they were protected and I took care of them in the moment, rather than relying on somebody else. So that's really why I came to get the training and learn how to use a handgun properly. Dr. Piazza, I'd like to say, first of all, thank you very much for offering this training. Before I came here, I looked into a lot of classes. I talked to some people that had been to different training courses. Everything I heard about Front Sight was positive, and the environment was amazing, so I decided to give this place a try. Obviously, I loved it. I became an ambassador member. I'm enjoying it. This is my third class in 3 months, so I'm having a great time. And I really want to thank you, because the tools and the instruction that I'm getting here really makes me a lot more confident around guns, around being able to protect my family. My wife's come to 2 courses with me. She went from never having held a gun in her life to carrying a gun and safely handling, shooting. And so I really want to thank you for giving us this environment where we can learn and we can hone in on our skills and use something that is our right here in the United States, first of all, and actually be able to use it effectively. So thank you very much. If I could talk to the whole country about weapons, about guns and handling guns, there's 2 things that I'd like to bring up. One, it's our right. It's in the Constitution. It says we have a right to bear arms. That's the right to defend ourselves, because like I've said before, I wanted to be able to defend my family if something happened, or if I'm out and about and something should happen. If I have my gun on me and I can take care of my family in the moment, that's really why I came to Front Sight. And secondly, I've met a lot of people that have a concealed carry permit that have never taken any kind of training. which to me is beyond comprehension. I had to take classes to learn to drive a car. I had to take classes to do anything that is remotely dangerous, but yet there's so many people out there who would be willing to carry a gun because it's their right, but never get any kind of training to use that gun properly. Recently in New York, there was an issue with police officers hitting 9 bystanders because they didn't have the proper technique or handling or whatever the situation was. And I hear about it all the time, people that have a right to carry a gun, so they do it, but they don't get the training. And that just, to me, blows me away. Nobody would think about giving their kids keys to the car without any proper training to drive a car, but yet some people will put a gun in their hand and say, here's a gun for your 18th birthday or your 21st birthday or whatever the case might be, and then not get the proper training to use that gun. So definitely it is our right, but we have to get the right training. Otherwise it's useless, and it can be more dangerous than it can be good if it's in the wrong hands.